lighthouse keepers of the past across New England. The keeper of the lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding that fog bell and signaling it is time for football in Foxborough. Today, our draw features two from the AFC, between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots.
Please welcome your 2026 New England Patriots.
Andres Borregales ready to get us started. And we're off and running from Gillette. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year, taking another run at channeling all that doubt into success one final time.
Play action here with Rodgers. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
Kate, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. He's got to gain a 6 there. Blocked down by the 4-time All-Pro Cameron Hayward.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
And the Patriots first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down, May. Connects on the crosser. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. We have an injured player here. Looks like it's a member of the Patriots in some discomfort. New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll motion the slot man right. First down throw for May. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Second and 10. Here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Here's May again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Now Borregales on to send it away. On return, here's Gainwell. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on 1st. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. That was Harold Landry making the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring him 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Corliss Waitman on to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. It's fielded at the 14. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Patriots offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. It's complete, Kyle Williams. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Give now to Henderson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Operating from the gun, here's May. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. Running a screen for Stevenson. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
To the air on first down. Rogers finds him on the crossing route. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now a give to Warren, coming right. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Rogers off the play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Rogers out of the gun on third down. He put everything he had into this one. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Looks like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got half. It's hard on third down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The New England offense running out now. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's May on 1st and 10. You'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
18. That's good for a Patriots first down.
Kate, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
First down from the 42. Zone read here, and they'll give to Stevenson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
May now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
May now on 3rd down. He's going to run for it. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. We've got the Patriots in front. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pass it down close. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots making a 9-point advantage.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game.
Steelers, nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Johnson now on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick. right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. Jukes away from one. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down.
On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Austin makes the grab downfield. There it is, touchdown Pittsburgh! The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game.
Steelers 7.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fields this one at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They go again with Stevenson. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. To throw, here's May. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. To the air on 1st down. May finds him over the middle. And he stops at the 31-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give left side to Stevenson. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Trying to sneak May. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. A give up the middle to Stevenson. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's May. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. He scraped together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
To the air on 3rd and long. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Johnson with a return here. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Steelers offense headed out. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. Second down. Rodgers from the gun. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The Steelers set to punt it. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. So left side cut by Douglas. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. Patriots holding the lead here at Gillette. All set to go now from the 35. May on 1st and 10. Running a screen for Stevenson. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down throw for May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Quick throw completed by May. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down. They motion the tight end over. 3rd and 1. Here's May. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So now on fourth down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Borregales connects. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. And he's delivering.
Now Borregales on to send it away. On the return, here's Gainwell. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers getting to take the field one more time here in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down throw here by Rodgers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Now here's Rodgers. Gets taken in by Freiermuth. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Rodgers set to pass. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop 1.
They've got first down here from the 36. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. So it's second down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling. Again, Rodgers connects on the crosser. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Pressure mid, and it's blocked! So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Off the play action. May. Fits it through the middle. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a New England first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. May now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
May now to throw on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregalis leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. This from 48 on the left hash. Borregalis connects, and that grows their lead to 12.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Now Borregalis on to send it away. On the return, here's Gainwell. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They had their field goal blocked last time out, so 3 points poorer on the scoreboard than they expected to be right here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. That's who is running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd and 3 now. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st down, May. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Rodgers from the gun. Catch made by Austin. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. A toss running left, Warren. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Warren here from the gun. escapes a defender. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Now Rodgers. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. To throw again here on second down. Rodgers complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Steelers, first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Steeler first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Throwing again, Rodgers splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's good for
Well,
us.
bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing again here. It's Rodgers. And oh, he got it! Interception!
When chances to score have been so few and far between for your offense, Kate, you've got to come through in these opportunities, especially now in the second half. Like all game, this defense has just risen to the occasion and jumped on the chance at that interception.
The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
2nd and 10. Here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Now a give to Stevenson, coming right. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a New England first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Good throw completed by May. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. The give inside to Stevenson. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He has it on the QB sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. To the air on first down. May. He puts some juice on it deep. He's got it inside the 10. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots parlay the interception into points. DeMario Douglas with the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Borregales on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots go up by 19.
Patriots 26, Steelers 7.
Now Borregales on to send it away. On the return, here's Gainwell. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
This our last play of the quarter. Counterplay here, Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. It's a gain of 3 on the final play of quarter 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Rodgers set to pass. Austin makes the grab downfield. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line.
6 yards.
It's a pickup of 26. And the Steelers have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job. Enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
It's a gain of 6.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Motioning the tight end now. Rodgers going to throw on first. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Steelers 14.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First and 10 from the 32. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now send their tight end right. Operating from the gun, here's May. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. They send him left out of the slot. May now to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Henderson on 1st and 10. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Henderson, the ball carrier. Derek Harmon on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. May now from the gun. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win. Well, those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult now. 2 touchdowns got to be scored. And that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Johnson now on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First down now, ball at the 33. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Rodgers off the play action. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Rodgers from the gun. It's caught. That's Thielen. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Third down, 1 yard to go. They sneak it with Rodgers. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
To the air on first down, Rodgers. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
A 5-yard pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Here's Rodgers. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Steelers have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Rodgers. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got his man. This is Austin. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Going again here. It's Rodgers. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there. They're looking for 6. Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here's New England, ready once again on offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Sticking with Henderson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd down, line to gain, 9 yards out. Throw here, 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Punting unit out now. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Steelers facing a 15-point deficit. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Trying to push deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Incomplete pass on 1st down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. Hits his running back. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing now. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
First and 10 from the 43. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Henderson's going to get it on 3rd down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate, and I got to judge that one. That tells me that that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working near his goal line. Trying to push deep downfield. It connects on the deep shot. And he will take this all the way up near midfield. So as they've done so many times before, Brock, the Patriots take the win here at Gillette Stadium. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ballgame.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.